Hey, welcome back everyone. So, today is going to be more of a location video with some thoughts on where I am regarding the Nikon Z8. Before those thoughts, however, let's go ahead and watch that location video, and we'll chat when I return. I've come out to a local spot I like, and unfortunately, there's no clouds. I mean, there are a few. There's a couple popping up here and there, so maybe by the time the sun actually rises, we'll actually get some clouds. But man, I love coming out this much. It's been an interesting week because having the Z8 has sort of forced me to get out almost every day. I think I missed 2 out of 10 days. And even though I don't come back with a whole lot, those kinds of things happen. And, you know, if I have 10 halfway decent images to show you from this camera, you know, mission accomplished. So, let me get set up. I was just looking at photo pills to see where the sun was coming up. And I think I can set something up here. I'm shooting it down low. Not using a filter today. I know I frequently use a graduated ND. I don't want to do that today. We keep our fingers crossed for things. Like, you can see wisps of cloud all across the sky, but it's not enough that the camera will even pick it up, I don't think. You see this beautiful pink wisp coming over the trees over there? It's fantastic. And there's some stuff forming in the sky, so we may get lucky after all. We'll see. I'm just going to leave it set the way it is. I think I'm pleased with the composition. I have these rocks in the foreground coming into the left side. The trees are coming down, and where they hit the water is almost dead center in the frame. And that's offset by the brightness of the water in the sky. So you have a dark half and a light half, almost like a yin-yang sort of composition. Fairly evenly balanced. If the shot came out, here it is. Once the sun pops up over the horizon, which is in about 1 minute, there it comes. I'll get the shot with some light on the rocks here, and then I'll look around for other things to photograph. Like I see something in this direction I think I like. So landscape photography, it is literally a game of seconds and milliseconds. We wait, and then that perfect moment sits in one spot. And we might get something on either side of that, but if we nail that perfect moment, that's the whole point of the game, right? Like I say, it's a game of seconds and milliseconds. So I had to switch off of the mic here. It's 10 degrees out here. I'll put that a Celsius up on the screen for all my friends in Great Britain and Europe. But it's cold. It's quite a bit colder than it usually ever gets in the British Isles, I think. No, maybe not. Tell me how cold it gets where you're at. Please put in the comment section down below, because I'm very curious. I know I have a number of viewers in Great Britain, so maybe you can fill me in on the coldest you you get to experience. Anyway, so I'm done with this composition. I really love these rocks, and I especially love them with the snow on them because it's almost like a mountain peak, but it's down in the water. So we're sort of looking at it like a miniature mountain peak. Very cool. I don't know if I see anything else around here, and the light's going to get too harsh here before long. But I might find a couple other things to photograph here on the beach. Like I see a piece of driftwood that I'm really jamming on over here, so maybe I can do something with that. And if any of that happens, here's 3 more shots. No, if any of that happens, here are those shots. I don't know if I'll pull anything, but if I do, you get to see them. I really do try to show you everything I do. If it's a complete waste of, you know, bits and bytes, then I don't bother showing it to you. But what I want you to understand is, it doesn't matter who you are, how good of a photographer you are. Everybody shoots crap sometimes, and there's no way around it. You picture something in your head, and then it just doesn't come to be the way you think it is. I'm running my mouth while I should be getting onto this photograph here. So we'll talk more about that subject matter in a bit. A whole video on the subject of creativity. I should do like a regular monthly creativity video. That might be useful. All right. Oh, where I was going with that real fast. I've been doing this for 25, 30 years. I've been doing this my entire adult life. And I was a photographer as a kid too. And I still shoot crap all the time. So, it is what it is. Well, I was sitting here and a loon started coming up, so I put the 100 to 400 on the Z8 and did my best. I don't know. I mean, this camera, I've been playing with it for shooting birds in flight and stuff, just seagulls, nothing serious. And wow. I haven't used the ZF yet in the same way because this is what I've had since I've been working so hard on this part of it. And this is astounding at 3D tracking and shooting birds in flight. Like most of these autofocus systems, or really any of them, it gets a little confused when it's in front of ripply water, but for the most part it works great. And just now shooting the Loon, it picked it up, it recognized it was a bird, even though it was, you know, small in the frame. That's the advantage of course, 45 megapixels when shooting wildlife. You can crop down, and with a lens this sharp, you can get a decent shot out of it. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Nice morning. So listen, I want to thank you for coming out. If you enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again next week. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.
Man, it was cold is all I can say. But it was a really beautiful morning. I really love going out in that kind of cold as long as I'm dressed for the occasion. So, the Z8. I am becoming far more comfortable with this camera. And as I integrate it into my rotation of daily drivers, I'm finding that it fits well into the way that I work. And with copious external controls, easy to work with files, and overall robustness and reliability, I'm frequently reaching for it over all of my other cameras. Does it have the charm of my other bodies like the ZF or the XT5? No, without a doubt it doesn't. But it has something that I find I was really missing from the Nikon D850 days, and that's the fluidity and ability to integrate into whatever project I'm working on seamlessly and without frustration. If I need to do anything machine, the Z8 has quickly become it. Where in the past I'd grab the Z7 for straight landscape work with a little bit of video work, or the Z6, which I've sold, or ZF for high quality video and hybrid work, both landscape and other, with its no-nonsense easy to store stills and easy to grade very high quality video or low light ability. Yeah, I'll grab for those, but I might even grab the Z8 over all of it because the Z8 has captured almost all of it for me. Of course, the ZF does hit all the bases functionally, and I love the tactile feel of that camera and its ability to disappear into my nostalgic, lifelong muscle memory that comes from my early days of photography, or the Fujifilm X-T5 for the exact same reasons. But, and it's a big but, the Z8 does all of it, save for the nostalgia and the lightweight, better than any other camera I own. Funny how I came into all of this not wanting it to be this good, just so I could be stalwart in my beliefs in the old ways. Ha! Well, there you go. Live and learn. So, where does this leave me? Well, this leaves me still using all of my cameras. I love all of them, from the Fujifilm X-E3 to my Fujifilm X-T2 to my beloved Fujifilm X-T5, from the Nikon ZF-C to the Nikon ZF, and even my Nikon Z7, which is my first mirrorless love. Not my first mirrorless, but my first mirrorless love. But don't let us forget the film cameras. I truly love shooting my Hasselblad, and it doesn't even have IBIS. My Nikon FM still produces images that inspire and leave me just so satisfied. But if I really want resolution, why don't I just move over to my Horseman FA with its 4x5" negatives and massive resolution that still hasn't been outdone by digital? Yes, all of it. I love all of it. I love to shoot on every last one of my cameras. In fact, this morning I was out shooting Polaroids, the absolute definition of low fidelity photography. A truly wonderful experience of low resolution and terrible color science. But I love it just as much as I love my Z8. So where am I going with all of this? I'm not in this for the cameras. I'm in this for all of it. The feeling of making an image that is my vision, that is my take on the universe. All of these cameras, all of these lenses, all of this film, all of the memory cards contribute to the expression of my ideas and thoughts and creativity. So, in the end, it really doesn't matter what any of us shoot or don't shoot. It just matters that you get out and shoot. Express yourself. Do this thing we love that makes us feel whole and allows our creativity to go, to flow, and to be.